welcome back to the Old Greenbelt Theatre. We're here with the executive director, Caitlin, and she's going to tell us all about what's coming this week and next week and the movies that they're hoping to get. So, Caitlin, let us know.
Thanks, Phoebe. Glad to have you back. So this week we are continuing with Corsage and Avatar. Corsage is the Marie Kuster film with Vicky Krieps about Empress Elizabeth, and it's both fact and fiction, so it's based on her life, but there's also some creative license taken, and it's a really beautiful film. It's a historical drama period piece, but it's a little bit unusual, and I really appreciated it, and so we hope that and folks that have seen it already have liked it, so we hope some more folks come out this coming week.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, and then we also have Avatar, so that one has been the long-awaited sequel to the original, following up on his blockbuster that, is just phenomenal, broke all sorts of records when it first came out, and this one is a continuation of that story. It has a similar message about environmentalism and caring for the earth, but this one is largely based underwater, so that's also
interesting.
From a technique standpoint, yeah. So for sci-fi fans, we hope that folks get a chance to come out and see that one as well.
And does the animation live up to the last one? I remember it was such a big deal when the last one came out.
Yes. He worked very hard to get the motion capture of the actors more precise, so that you actually, and it's interesting because Sigourney Weaver plays a teenager, and she's obviously not a teen, so but she's an amazing actress, so they do a much better job.
And sometimes that can look really uncanny.
Yes. No, I think they worked really hard on it. It's a very big budget, and I think that it hopefully will live up to the hype.
Cool. And so that's for this next week.
Yes, and we have one more new film coming this week. So those two were playing last week. And then the new film this week is Darren Aronofsky's The Whale. There's been a lot of talk about this film, and we thought, well, that's what we do, is we help,
facilitate the conversation.
Exactly. So this film is based on it's a screenplay of an individual who went through a period of personal and professional disappointments and gained a lot of weight, and then how he dealt with that. And so this is not exactly, it's not autobiographical, but it's his version of his telling of his experience. And Brendan Fraser is the actor who maybe many of you will remember him from Tarzan and the Mummy films. So he was a very fit, dynamic actor that was doing a lot of action films. Yeah. And then he had some personal troubles himself, and actually the Golden Globes is this week, and he is boycotting that because of the sexual harassment that he experienced at the hands of a Golden Globe employee or the director. So, so on the one hand, there's been controversy around the film and the challenges of whether or not it can do a good job of representing someone of a certain size, and they did have some prosthetics involved in Brendan Fraser's makeup.
Yeah, whether it's okay to cast somebody who's not actually living with that.
Yes, right. Although I think that there has also been some sense that Brendan Fraser, it's a bit of a comeback story for him. He did put on a significant amount of weight, not for this role, but just in general in his life, and struggling with health issues and personal issues. And so, it's not as though he was in his prior state and then they put him in a fat suit. So I absolutely can see both sides of this, and I have not seen the film, and we're working to get a guest speaker to come in to help facilitate a conversation around it, because we think it is a thorny issue, and it's one that we want to give folks an opportunity to engage with. So
yeah, I've been hearing a lot of interesting things about it, and it's definitely getting mixed reviews. And I'm expecting that since it's Darren Aronofsky, it's going to have some pretty dark psychological elements too.
I think so, and I think that's been part of the criticism, is that with a lot of underrepresented groups, the sense is often that in films that their perspective can be portrayed in a way that is more for the viewer than rather truly representing their own experience, and that it's something to be sort of gawked at. And I hope that's not the case with this film, and if it is, then we will talk about it afterward.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really great that you're trying to bring in a conversation about it too.
Yeah,
and give people the chance to kind of share their own thoughts about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we don't shy away from difficult conversations or difficult subject matters, so we felt like it was a good thing for us to do for the community to, have a discussion.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to see that one, and especially have a conversation about it after I see it.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
So after these films, what else is coming up?
Well, we're trying to bring in a number of films that the Oscar announcements of nominees happen at the end of this month. So some films we're waiting on to see if they get nominated, and then there will hopefully be some excitement and buzz about them, and we will bring them. Others we are looking to bring because we think that the community will want to see them, and they may or may not get nominated. So one of those is A Man Called Otto, which is a retelling of the film we showed a few years ago called A Man Called Ove. This one stars Tom Hanks, but it's basically the same thing. He's an irascible older guy who comes to love having neighbors rather than loathing it. And it looks,
I love stories like that.
Yeah, it looks like a sweet film, and there's a lot of interest in it. And we tried to get it for this week, but couldn't, so we're going to try and bring that in next week. Another one that we're hoping to get is Women Talking, which is Sarah Polley is the director of that, and there's a lot of buzz about it in terms of the Oscars. It may not get nominated, and unfortunately it's a real tight race around the directors, and it looks like there's a chance that once again we will not have a female director nominated, but we still want to bring the film. It's about a difficult subject of Mennonite women who are sexually harassed and abused, and how they try to get out of that tight-knit community. It's apparently a very beautiful, compelling, important film, and so again we would want to bring in a guest speaker to talk about it and have discussions around the subject matter, but also how the film treats it. And then another film that we're hoping to get probably the week of the 27th of January, so a little bit out, is called Living, which is starring Bill Nighy, who is a fan, there are a lot of fans here in Greenbelt. Yeah. And this film is remaking a Japanese film, same subject of an older man who is coming to the end of his life, and he's reflecting on, how he basically wants to live. And so it looks like a really nice film. So hopefully Greenbelters can see that soon.
Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing the trailers for all of those. And thank you so much for letting us know about this.
Of course. Thanks, baby.
And thank you all for watching.